Welcome to Musical Feuds, where we look back at the most interesting, dramatic, and entertaining feuds in music history. Today in the ring, we have Robbie Williams and the tag team Liam and Noel Gallagher. Absolute titans in the UK, these guys are at the heart of British music history, each part of one of the biggest bands of all time. But what led to Robbie Williams publicly asking Liam Gallagher to fight him during his Brit Awards speech in 2000? Well, from the looks of it, it seems like a case of friends to enemies. In 1995, Robbie Williams left Take That and launched his solo career soon after. He would then become close friends with Liam Gallagher, but that friendship was short-lived when his brother Noel Gallagher referred to Robbie Williams as the fat dancer from Take That, and that's all it took to start this feud.
They did not need much.
In my prior video, we mentioned how Eminem and Mariah went at each other in song form. However, this feud is a lot more petty. In 1996, Oasis sold out 2 nights at Nebworth Park, playing to over 125,000 people per night. In 2021, they released a documentary and live album from those 2 shows. The film would become the highest grossing documentary in the UK within the first week, and grossed over £1 million at the box office. The live album debuted at number 4 on the UK albums chart and certified silver, selling over 60,000 copies. Robbie Williams also played in Nebworth Park in 2003, but sold out 3 nights instead. Robbie played to an overall crowd of 375,000 people. The event was televised and watched online by over 3.5 million people. He released the live album in September 2003 and then reached number 2, becoming one of the fastest selling live albums in UK history, selling over 600,000 copies and over 2 million copies worldwide. In November 2003, he released the concert film What We Did Last Summer, which sold over 350,000 DVDs. What makes this petty isn't the fact that Robbie beat Oasis's record for the biggest audience or the other chart facts, it's the gift he allegedly sent Noel when he beat their record. Robbie sent Noel Gallagher a pair of tap dancing shoes and a message reading, "Dear Mr. N. Gallagher, you said 2 nights at Nebworth is history. Well, I guess this is just greedy. Yours, Rob. P.S. Finding it difficult to find adequate support for my show. What are you doing on the 1st and the 2nd? Oh, and the 3rd. Now let's go back slightly to the year 2000. Robbie is thriving off the success of his sophomore 10-time platinum selling album I've Been Expecting You, and Oasis have just released their 4th double platinum selling album Standing on the Shoulders of Giants. At the 2000 Brit Awards, Robbie Williams was having a great night and won 2 awards, including British Single of the Year for his cover of She's the One. While most acceptance speeches would consist of people thanking their mums, dads, siblings, cats and dogs and label, this one was very different. Instead of thanking people, he challenges Liam Gallagher to a fight.
So, would anybody like to see me fight Liam? Would you pay to come and see it? Liam, 100 grand of your money, 100 grand of my money, we'll get in the ring and we'll have a fight and you can all watch it on TV. What do you think about that?
At the time of this speech, Liam was at the country and the fight never happened. However, later at the Q Awards, when they were both in attendance, Liam responded to him on stage while accepting an award saying, "This one's for Robbie, he understands the letter Q." Another contributor to this feud is because Liam ended up dating and marrying Robbie Williams' ex-fiancée, Nicole Appleton. Nicole Appleton was part of the girl group All Saints, one of the biggest girl bands of the 90s. Their debut album is the 3rd best-selling album by a girl band in UK history, just behind the Spice Girls. Nicole and Robbie met in 1997 on Top of the Pops, and were later engaged but broke up in 1999. Then, in the year 2000, she started dating Robbie's rival Liam Gallagher, and the 2 got married and had a child. But the pair split up in 2014 in what was called a quickie divorce because Liam cheated on her and got a US journalist pregnant. The feud has not stopped, and here are just a few more instances of petty insults and notable punches. In 2013, while touring with Take That again, Robbie took shot at Noel Gallagher's fat comment saying, "Noel Gallagher, you can kiss my perfectly formed backside." Liam called Robbie a fat fucking idiot during his show in Manchester. In 2019, Robbie challenged Liam to a boxing match again, and when Liam didn't respond, he proceeded to do a chicken imitation. In 2021, Robbie claimed that the feud with the Gallagher brothers played a part in him leaving the UK. Speaking to the Talent Takes Practice podcast, he revealed, "There was a culture of Robbie Williams is not cool. That was apart from the 3 million people who bought my albums. Every time I watched a TV program, there were people being hateful about me. That was just wrong and grotesque. It was unbearable. I just had to leave the country." Talking specifically about the brothers, Robbie said he remembers every syllable and everything they ever said about him. Liam said I should be hung. Noel said I was the fat dancer from Take That. Isn't it interesting what a few words can do to your whole life? In an interview with Zane Lowe for Apple Music, Robbie called Oasis school bullies, saying, "They were gigantic bullies too, to the whole industry, everybody in it, and I didn't like that." But Liam took to Twitter, or now called X, denying any claim that he had ever been a bully, tweeting, "I've never bullied anyone in my life. I'm a massive piss taker for sure and probably gone a bit too far sometimes, but if I've ever hurt anyone's feelings, I apologize." The way this feud has played out is like high school. A lot of bruised egos, girls involved, and a lot of name calling too. Noel started it, and each of them gave as good as it got. I'd say in terms of winners, career-wise, Robbie won. His solo career has flourished in comparison to the Gallagher brothers and their careers outside of Oasis. I think Liam and Noel had harsher words, but Robbie fought harder and smarter in petty ways. But be sure to let me know who you think won this feud. To end things on a high, let's mention a few positive interactions between Liam and Robbie. During an interview with Zane Lowe, although he called Oasis bullies, he still gushed about them, calling them a vital part of music. Ultimately, I'm a huge fan of Oasis and always was. I was there and I was part of it and it was fucking unbelievable. In 2020, in response to Robbie's campaign with Weight Watchers UK where he discussed his weight and how it's affected his mental health, Liam tweeted him saying, "Oi Rob, it's LG. I hear you've got some shit going down in your fam. I'm so sorry to hear that. Love and light going out to you and your family. Stay cool and in tune, LG." Robbie responded, "Brother, that means a lot to me. Carry on being celestial. This world needs you. Your fan, Rob."